All right. You ready to go?
What up?
All right, Adam, I appreciate you for joining the stream. This is a very anticipated live stream. I think I first found you through Zerka and your content with him.
hmm
So it's kind of cool to see. And I'm not sure like what you saw of me or if you've even seen that much of me before, but I think like I did my podcast with Zerka, I think like a week before you did your last one. So that's kind of how like I saw you on my feed. But it's cool to officially meet you.
Yeah, you too. We've been trying to put something together for a while, so it's good to finally get together. I have been seeing you. I saw your big interview with Jordan Peterson, or your big
Yeah, yeah.
confrontation.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
JQ on Jordan Peterson. Yeah, that was
yeah.
pretty iconic.
What was your question again?
I was asking what he thinks about these theories going around that Jewish Zionists control the world. And he basically said, like, oh, that's like a thing they've been saying for years, trying to like scapegoat Jewish people. But it's like, I don't really think it's necessarily a scapegoat when you see like all the roots always tie back to Israel and Jewish people. I'm on YouTube, so I can't go super far, but like, obviously, you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But it is kind of sad to see people I used to like really look up to, like Jordan Peterson and like all these Daily Wire guys, kind of just like shill for Israel. Like, when I was in grade 9, I used to listen to Matt Walsh like every single day. I was like the biggest like Matt Walsh fan, and now he's like Israel maxing, you know? So it's kind of disappointing to see.
Yeah, well, so you followed him before Daily Wire. I know he had some blogs that were like sort of Israel critical, right?
Yeah, I followed him right when he signed with Daily Wire, I'm pretty sure. Like I was like I think I was 14 years old when I first got into Matt Walsh. I remember being like a little kid riding the bus with my headphones on listening to Matt Walsh, and I thought I was like so based, right?
Were you a
And
fan of Ben
nowadays
Shapiro
like
too?
I couldn't really stand his voice, you know. Like I tried Ben Shapiro, but like his voice would kind of drive me insane. I couldn't really do it. I like Michael Knowles and Andrew
What do you
Klavan as
mean?
well. I
What's
like
wrong with his
them,
voice? What do you mean it's just Ben Shapiro? What's wrong with his voice?
dude. I genuinely cannot stand that guy. And honestly, I think every time he
Mhm.
talks, he makes like a worse case for Israel. Like every time he defends
Mhm.
Israel, he just like draws support away just by speaking. So
Not as
I
bad
can't
as
stand that guy.
as Shmuley though.
Oh, did you see the debate that I had with Shmuley? I had Shmuley and Gary
Mhm.
debate on my podcast.
Yeah, what a
Yeah.
collab. That's
Yeah, dude,
funny.
that was epic for sure, but not I think Gary cooked him. Like the clips went super viral and Gary was just like slamming him the whole time, which is pretty fire. But yeah, it's kind of funny. He doesn't want to do any more debates on my channel after that one. Like I've tried to get him to debate Suleiman and
Mm,
um, yeah, he's just not down to do it. So I don't know. I think he
yeah.
got humiliated pretty bad, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, the clip I saw was he was talking just about how he's a dildo salesman.
Yeah, yeah. Like, how are you gonna be like preaching on the internet and like, oh, you're supposed to represent God and you have a dildo store with like your daughter? Like, that's just the most degenerate thing
Does
I've
the
ever
Bible
heard.
say no dildos?
I just think that like life in general says no dildos. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you really need a religion to say like don't
Yeah.
sell dildos with your daughter. Like, you could
But
be an
he's
atheist and
the
realize that
author.
that's
It's
stupid.
kosher. It's kosher sex. That's his book. That's his whole shtick. Is
Yeah,
he promotes like sexuality for married adults.
yeah. To like keep their relationships better or whatever, or
Yeah,
lasting. That's the biggest
to
hope I've
prevent
ever heard.
divorce. So kids, I think he said I just watched the video about this morning of Shmuley, and I think he was a child of divorce, so his parents didn't have good sex, good kosher sex, so he had to write the book
Oh
on
my
it. But he
god.
said he sold millions of copies in all these different languages. So kosher sex. He also has a book I believe called Kosher Hate and
Mm.
Kosher Jesus, which I read from the library. And yes,
Man,
Jews do see
he needs
Jesus ultimately
Jesus.
as kosher. Huh?
He needs Jesus, if anything. What's he write about kosher Jesus for? What are
Well,
we
he loves
doing?
Jesus. He loves Jesus. Nobody else has read his book about kosher Jesus. And, we clip up all the rabbis about what they actually say about Jesus and how they view the role that Jesus fulfilled. But he
Yeah.
says Shmuley's view on Jesus is that he's kosher because he was a Jew that was anti-Roman and that he was killed by the Romans. And then the Gentiles corrupted his message and made it anti-Jewish. And that's pretty like the standard Orthodox view towards Jesus.
Yeah. Do you think that Jesus was Jewish? Like, is that like an established fact or no?
What do you think? Of course it is.
I think you do think that. I feel like I've seen some tweets from you before
Oh
saying
yeah, I
that.
think it. I'm asking, you don't think he's Jewish?
I mean, I've heard theories that he could have been Palestinian, you know, like he was in the Middle East, and I've heard like theories that like he wasn't fully white either, you
Well,
know.
then why isn't it called Palestine in the Bible when he's walking around places? And
Yeah,
the
it is.
Romans hadn't conquered it and renamed it Syria Palestina at that point either. It's Jewish. He's
Mm,
clearly Jewish. If Jesus isn't Jewish, because the Greek word is Iudean or Iudeus for Jew in the
uh-huh.
Bible. That's what's translated from the Greek. So it's the same Jew word for Jew as Jesus is born, King of the Jews in the beginning of Matthew, and the King of the
Mhm.
Jews when he dies, and salvation is of the Jews, same word, Iudean. And then
Mhm.
there's when the Jews killed Jesus, same word. So if the Jews killed Jesus, then Jesus has to be Jewish. If Jesus was
Right.
rejected by the Jews, that means he had to be the Jewish Messiah. He's clearly
Right.
Jewish.
I remember tweeting something about like, "Oh, was Jesus Jewish?" And then Zerka like got really mad at that. He's like tough. He's like, "Say something about Islam now, tough guy." Like he got like so like pissed when I
Mm.
questioned if Jesus was Jewish. So I was like,
The
"Okay,
only
maybe I'll
people
just
that
like
deny
show
it
him
are
that."
these online e-crusaders that are coping and in denial. Every major denomination, all the church fathers, all throughout history has never even considered trying to deny that he was Jewish. He has to be
Yeah.
Jewish to be the Jewish Messiah, and
So
it
where
just
do you
blatantly
is that
says
like
it.
the reason is that the reason then that like you're not a Christian is because you think that Jesus is Jewish? Like what's like your whole spirituality? Like are you an atheist or what?
It's fake in Jewish. If it were true and he was Jewish, I suppose hypothetically that wouldn't be a reason not to believe it if it was true, but it's not true. It's a Jewish myth. And I just wrote a book on this, by the way, called The Jesus Deception. It's a bestseller on Amazon, in like every religious category, pretty much. And it's a myth. They fabricated a mythical character from Old Testament prophecy and syncretized it with pagan myths. And they first envisioned Jesus as a heavenly figure, but no, it's clearly Jewish, but it's because it's a myth and it's just not real. And the whole point of the Messiah in Jesus is to conquer the goyim. Like that's you read the scriptures that inspired the character, and it's clear that's what the motive is.
So do you believe in God or you're just like not religious or what?
I'm agnostic. I'm like atheist leaning agnostic. I
Atheist
don't know for
leaning?
sure there's no God. I suppose there could be something, but
Dude,
definitely
isn't
not the Jewish
atheism
God, definitely not the Bible God. And anybody claiming that they're chosen by God and they know the true God and all your gods and myths are demons and we need to bow down to their God, they're lying to you. It's the greatest lie in of history, actually. The idea
isn't
that they were
atheism just
chosen.
like the most depressing thing on the planet? Like how do you wake up in the morning with a smile on your face if you're an atheist? Like you just wake up and you're like, "Oh, fuck, we spawned here and there's no meaning to life." Like how do you do that as an atheist?
Atheists don't wake up thinking that stuff. I never think like that. You guys call us the nihilists, or religious deists call us the nihilists because without God, there's no meaning, no purpose. But like, that's you saying that. Without Jesus, without your Jewish Bible and the King of the Jews, like your life is meaningless. Like I wake up loving life, and I feel lucky that I get to have this conscious experience as like a biological organism in this vast, expansive, possibly eternal universe. And I'm
Yeah, but do you not
fulfilling the
think you have a
purpose of
creator?
life. Hold on. I'm fulfilling the purpose of life, which is to regenerate and to pass on your seed and to have children, reproduce. And I've got two young, beautiful daughters, and I wake up every day to their smiling faces and their bright blue eyes and their love. And
Right.
so there's plenty to live for.
But do you think that like you're created, like your soul was uniquely sculpted by God, or do you think it's just like genetics and like chemicals and like
Yeah.
hormones and stuff, and that love that you feel for your daughter, is that just
Uniquely developed through a small incremental process of evolution, which I think is amazing. I mean, do you not believe in evolution? Even the Catholic Church believes in evolution. Lots of Christians believe in evolution these days.
I feel like it's a
It's
bit of a
like a
psyop.
well-established fact that evolution is true. You really think that Genesis in Adam and Eve is more likely than like a natural, like scientifically explained incremental process?
I mean, do you really think that like nothing explode with nothing and there's like this big
No,
bang and then all of a sudden you and me are here with consciousness to be able to speak? Like that's the
no.
most far-fetched thing I've ever heard, you know?
No, but
Like
that's not what I believe. I don't believe that we
okay.
exploded out of nothing. In fact, deists or Christians believe that God just always existed and he poofed everything into existence. He just said a magic Hebrew Torah, Yud Vah Hey, and then all of a sudden everything was created in 7 days, and then he just like, do you really think like an ancient archaic Jewish story of Adam being made from dirt and then God breathing life into his nostrils, as it says, that's obviously a made up story from like scientifically, ignorant
Yeah.
civilization?
I mean, I just like feel like I look at the trees and all that stuff. I'm like, there has to be a creator. Like, even the love that you feel for your daughters, is that just like chemicals, or is that like more of a spiritual component? I know Zerka uses that argument all the
No, it's
time, but it's like,
chemicals. You can put do
really?
artificial chemicals and feel the same euphoric.
So so the love that you have for like your parents, like your mom, for example, it's like that's just like chemicals and stuff. You don't think that's like a deeper like soul kind of connection? Like, do you not think that we have like spiritual like soul
Do you think
ties to
all
people that
animals have
exist?
souls? Because all other animal species have different degrees of like loving each other or pair bonding or group
Yeah,
bonding.
I just think that animals might be like less evolved souls than humans, and perhaps you
Less
have to
evolved
incarnate as an
brains.
animal
It's
first.
less evolved brains. That's
No,
what it is.
I
But
feel
yeah,
like
it's universal in nature. Like if a parent didn't nurture their young to some degree, it wouldn't survive to pass on the seed to another generation, and we wouldn't be here. So like love and altruism and even lying and all of these like complex, high level developed evolutionary brain uh, characteristics have evolved like over billions of years in group dynamics on
wait,
their own.
are you a round earther? Are you a round earther?
You're not a flat earther.
I mean,
Are
I'm
you
like a
serious?
God believer. You know what I'm saying? Like, doesn't it say like in the Bible and the Quran, like not one but two holy scriptures? I'm pretty sure it points towards a flat Earth.
Are you serious, dude?
I mean,
You
it's
really
like
believe that?
people are like, oh, if it was flat, you'd fall off. Wouldn't you think if it was a ball, you'd fall off? Like, you're telling me that somebody in Antarctica is like standing upside down? Genuinely, like, people are gonna think I'm trying to like clip farm or rage bait. I genuinely like am curious about it. You know, dude, what?
Chat says, "Get this guy out of here." I'm a little tempted to
I just
disbelieve
saw that
because this
too.
this is just it feels like a troll and it's just
No, I swear to God, it's not a
so
troll.
ridiculous. Yeah,
I
the
swear to God,
Bible
it's not
says
a
it.
troll.
Yeah, there's a firmament, and absolutely everything is fake. Yeah, totally, dude. Okay, here's the theory. Okay, the Satanists are really run the world, and they're lying to everybody to cover up that God really created us, and we're not a small little speck of dust floating through infinite space, spinning around a star. No, none of that's real. The sun's fake. The moon's fake. All the stars are really angels and luminaries in the sky. Come on, dude. You've gone to, if you really believe this, you've gone a deep down conspiratard trusturbation rabbit hole, and we got to pull you out of it, dude. This is Christian brain
I mean,
rot.
would
This
you
is
think that would kind of make humans feel small and insignificant though? Like if you tell them, oh, like you're just like this small little speck in the infinite universe, what that does, that disproves God. Okay, that means that the Bible and all that stuff's wrong, and it makes
not
you feel so
necessarily
small and insignificant. You
doesn't
know, like
disprove
humans
God
have so
necessarily.
much, we have so much power to like create our own realities and like stuff like that. As like, okay, they just tell you like you're this like little speck, right? That means that you're insignificant. It means that okay, if the Bible's wrong about that, they're probably wrong about everything else. Same with the Quran, same with the religion. Like
Mhm.
it's like this atheism ideology that I feel like just like weakens people and weakens society.
Dude, this is anti-human. This is anti-white, anti-science. Like you're throwing all
Anti-white.
knowledge and you're throwing all of our greatest discoveries and understanding and philosophy out the door for like ancient Jewish fairy tales, dude, with the Bible.
Wait, how's it anti-white though to like question the shape of the
You're
earth?
saying all the European scientists and the ancient Greeks that discovered we're on a globe and measured all this crazy shit. You're saying they're all wrong. No, the rabbis that wrote Genesis are right. Come on,
I
dude.
mean, you don't think that like elites like lie about things though? Like how long do they cover up the Epstein shit
Yeah,
for?
they're lying about being chosen and that their Bible is real and that Adam and Eve is how we got here. That's the lie.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems kind of like more plausible. Like
So
what
you're
evidence do
just
you
like a
have?
Jewish God shill then. Like it's the God of the Bible is the God of Israel, the God of Zion. He dwells in Zion. Zion is his holy mountain. So you're just
Like,
full Yahwehist.
what
Here's
evidence
a
do you
question.
have
What's
though
the
to
ultimate goal of Jews and Judaism? Tell me that. The ultimate goal of the Torah, Judaism, the chosen people, ultimate goal. What is it?
I would guess to conquer the Goyim and have like Jewish supremacy. Yeah.
And have all the Goyim believe what you're shilling right now.
I mean, I'm not even religious. Like, I'm not a Christian or anything. I'm
You
kind
just
of,
told
I
me the
guess you
earth
could
is
say,
flat because the Bible says so.
not just the Bible though, multiple holy scriptures. It might even say it in Judaism, but I'm pretty sure the Quran also points to it. So
Yeah,
it's not just the Bible. It's a lot of.
Talmudic rabbis were still believing in flat earth with a firmament
I'm just
hundreds
curious
of years after the Greeks and Europeans discovered that it was a globe.
what evidence you have to like point to a round Earth, like CGI,
I'm
like
not doing
Photoshop photos.
I'm not getting into all the flat earth details, dude. This is below me. This has been
All
done.
right. Well, fair enough. Then I'm just saying, like a lot of that shit does look CGI. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like a lot of that does look like it's Photoshop.
Yeah. Flat Earth Dave is all over it. Go watch some David Weiss.
If anything, it was.
How about the Antarctica thing? You didn't see the final solution? They literally forced these flat earthers to go down there and prove that they're lying, that you can't go, and prove that they're lying, that there's no 24-hour sun when you're at the South Pole. Totally debunked. And what do all the flat earthers do? They double down and go, it's CGI, it's in a studio, they're all Freemasons, it's all a lie, they got sold out. Dude, flat earth is absolutely fucking retarded, dude. Seriously. I'm not suffering a fool. I'm not in the mood with impatience to suffer any flat earth retardation right now. And I'm embarrassed for you, and I hope you snap out of it.
Fair enough. I would say if anything, it was Zerka that made me kind of think about it, you know. So
yeah,
well, I don't know. It does make a lot of sense to me personally, and like the whole gravity thing. It's like density and buoyancy. Like if something's lighter than the air, it floats. If it's heavier, then it falls. Like how do like balloons work and stuff? But if you want to get off the topic, that's all we could transition to something else here. Yeah, because they're lighter than the air, so they felt like if you drop some grass, it's going to go down way slower than if you dropped an anvil. Like that's density and buoyancy. If it's heavier than the air, it falls faster. If it's lighter, then like it stays in the air longer or even floats.
Dude, you can't learn about science from Zerka, dude. You can't learn about science from people that didn't graduate high school that are internet engagement bait.
No, he went to college.
Grifters. I'm not talking about Zerka. Zerka didn't come up with any of this stuff on his own.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know. It's an interesting thing to think about. And like, I tend to question everything. I think that we're lied to about pretty much everything. And I've been on this stuff since.
But not the Bible, but not the Jewish Bible that wants you to worship the Jewish God.
I'm not a Christian. I've had my doubts about religion too. I've had my doubts about all that too. But dude, I was like 12 years old questioning the shape of the earth. Like I've always been on like this Alex Jones kind of thing. And to me, it's not, if they're eating babies and stuff like that, it's not that crazy to think that they would lie about the shape of the earth to make us feel small and make us feel like God's not real.
If they're eating babies, why did God make baby blood so valuable to demons?
Wait, what? Okay, that's an interesting. It makes them feel youthful, right? It makes like the elites feel like youthful. They drink the baby blood.
So God creates Satan, lets him rule over the earth with his demons, and then makes vulnerable, innocent baby blood their most favorite thing that they just eat, slurp up all day, and get magical powers. And there's nothing we can do but worship the King of the Jews. Is that where we're going?
Yeah, you're making a good point there. It's like, why would God?
You realize this whole lie about jerky right now in the Epstein files? Is that what you're citing about eating babies? What's your proof? Roseanne claiming it with Tucker Carlson, the lunatic, mentally ill Jewish lady.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the argument would be like the devil kind of like has a grip of the planet, right? But I guess you could also say, why would God create a planet where the devil can rule? So that's why I haven't jumped straight into the religion. And I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh, I'm 100% Christian, 100% anything, because I do think that there's a realm of like free thinking you have to have, which I respect you for having. I think a lot of religious people kind of lost their free thinking abilities and they just kind of like subscribe to a book. You know, like they just download everything in the book and they won't question that, which I feel like a lot of Christians
no questioning the Jewish book allowed. That's exactly what they do. You're right. Yeah,
like
you're evil and antichrist if you don't want to bow down to the Moshiach. You're anti-Semitic if you don't want to be a Noahide slave. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I'm more so into like the spirituality kind of aspect, but also like spirituality points to a flat earth too. That's why I'm not solely basing it off of just like religion, but there's a lot of Christians that are just as unconscious as atheists, in my opinion. They kind of like turn their brains off. They use the church as a way to kind of turn their brains off and stop thinking for themselves. So I'll definitely agree with you there. I've met a lot of like NPC kind of Christians for sure.
Yeah, weren't you tiptoeing around converting to Islam at some point a couple years ago?
Yeah,
was that because of Andrew Tate?
No, no, no. I wasn't Andrew Tate. It was Sunny. I
Sneeko.
was working. No, it wasn't Sneeko. Sunny Faz. You know Sunny, right?
Yeah,
He's
I
friends with
only
Sneeko and all
just
those
heard of him
people.
because he's the one that sent that message into Nick with Sneeko where it was like, yeah,
Yeah,
Jew created the world.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was at work and I was listening to him get like emotional on a Twitter space talking about it and how like Jesus was sent by God. It just made a lot of sense at the time, and I heard his passion behind it, so made me want to look into it. But now I would say like I'm not any religion, and people be like, "Oh, you're a grifter. You don't want to subscribe to our religion. Come to
Dude,
our religion, bro."
religious shills are the biggest grifter. That's the greatest grift of all time. Are you kidding me?
I agree.
Don't
Like I
listen to
could have
that.
so
Don't
much
take that
more.
bullshit.
I'd have so much more of an audience if I'm like, oh, I just took my shahada, or I became a Christian. But the fact that I won't fully subscribe to any of their camps makes me kind of like an outsider, I guess, in that
Very
community.
true. They're all going to call you a Jew for having me on, even though we're like disagreeing on all types of stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Do you get like a lot of like hate from like these like really religious types? I'd imagine you probably would.
is that a have you not seen?
Yeah. Yeah. No,
But
it is kind
yes,
of culty.
every day, hundreds of lying, coping Christians regurgitating the same like 5 stupid talking points endlessly.
Yeah.
No, I'm not Jewish,
Yeah.
being the biggest one.
Like I'm
I
not
posted my
conceding.
DNA too. I'll show my DNA. I'll show my blonde hair, blue eyed children. I'll show
Yeah.
me with white hair singing "Jesus Loves Me" as a 4-year-old. I was
Yeah.
raised Christian. You know,
Yeah.
my whole career, the last 10 years, has been exposing like Jews and Judaism and Jewish religions, Judeo Christianity, and
Yeah.
but yeah, it's pure code. Meanwhile, the people calling me Jew in Christianity, they're worshiping the King of the Jews. They call themselves spiritual Jews. Nick Fuentes admits Jesus is Jewish and that Christians are
I saw
spiritual
that. That was
Semites.
very interesting to see. He got like a super chat. He's like, "Yeah, he was the king of the Jews." It's like,
Yeah,
what? Like your whole thing's being against like Israel and Jewish people, but you're out here like Jew maxing, I guess, like worshiping a Jew. It's kind of interesting to see.
Moshiach maxing on the Messiah maxing. Moshiach is Messiah,
Yeah,
but
like I won't
yeah.
concede that the Earth is round, but I will concede that a lot of religion is kind of a cult. I mean, religion could be wrong and the Earth can still be flat. But hey, we got a super chat here. Kabata, I appreciate the $10. Salam Tyson, I have 2 questions. Does he believe he is a fish evolved monkey and all of his ancestors were fish and monkeys? And second question, and Adam and Eve is proven if you keep dividing people, you will end by 2. What do you think about that? If you want to answer that or not, it's up to you.
I missed. Hold on. Can you leave that up? Hold on.
Yeah.
Ancestor Adam, Eve is proven if you keep dividing people, you will end by 2. No, that's not the way it works at all. The guy is Salam. So it's a Muslim, dude.
Yeah.
I guess in Muslim countries they just don't teach evolution. They only teach Quran, which is a ripoff of the Hebrew Torah, and they believe in Adam and Eve and all the Hebrew Jewish prophets. But no, all life did not start with 2 people. That's not at all. It evolves within populations, and there's all different types of a family tree of different populations evolving. Completely way off. And hold on, evolve. Yes. Why is that bad to you? We're the most advanced ape species. Apes evolved. We have a common ancestor that was primates. And then like you can just see little incremental changes all the way to single cell bacteria and bacteria, from bacteria to fish to amphibians to reptiles to little mammals to primates to humans. Like you can see small incremental changes over many years through random mutation and adaptation and genetics mixing together and then always being a little bit different. Like,
So how do you think that
well,
the
I'm coming
first
with the
ever how do you
yeah.
think the first ever human was like spawned in? You know, like I would argue, okay, God placed Adam and Eve, a man and a woman,
Yeah.
and then they created humanity. It's like, how could you just like go from like nothing to like, okay, all of a sudden, like even like an ape, even like a cow, like how could you just like spawn that in like that? Like that's impossible without a
It
creator.
didn't. It didn't. It never spawned into existence. It evolved from older species. And like us and apes, like we are apes, dude. Like I'm covered in hair. Like we have everything the same: 5 digits, 2 eyes, nose. Some of them can walk upright a little bit. We're just like clearly there's a whole bunch of different various complex different ape species. So it's like we're just one of them, and we're the coolest because we have the best, biggest brain, and that's why we conquered the world. So I
Yeah,
think it's a
but even
cool
with the
thing, like the
argument,
idea that like, oh, we're just animals or monkeys. Like I don't consider it degrading
yeah.
at all. It's
But
It's
even with
weird.
that argument, okay, how would the first ever monkey be spawned? Like, how would the first ever life organism appear?
There's never
Even
a
if we did
first.
evolve.
There's never a first. It's like arbitrary cutoff points when it branches. Two populations branch apart, and one evolves so much that it can't breed with the others, and it starts to have like very different characteristics. That's how, dude. Like, did you graduate high school? Did you not? Did they not teach biology and chemistry in high school anymore?
I graduated high school. I paid like pretty much zero attention to any of it, though, to be absolutely honest
Well,
with you.
yeah. Well, you're gonna have to start
I
there.
mean, doesn't there have to be a beginning to things? Like the Earth had to start somewhere, right? It didn't just like
What's
all
the
of a sudden
beginning of
match.
God then?
That's another hang up issue I have with religion,
Okay.
to be honest, is I don't understand that. People are like, oh, he's
Right.
eternal. I feel like that's a big cop out. Kabat
It
with
is.
another $10 says, "Good boy. So your mother and your father was a good dog and fish." He's sending me
Yeah,
$10 to like make fun of
dude.
your argument. I don't know.
Yeah, he's just like embarrassing himself. My mother was not a monkey. My mother was not a fish or a dog. Like that's not at all even remotely close how evolution works. Like
Yeah,
our parents, every parent and every child is like almost identically genetically the same. But over many, many millions and billions of years, little incremental changes because when you mix DNA, salam, and then you have an offspring, it's a mix of the mom and the father, and there's little tiny changes in the genetic block. So over long times, those little changes can have big changes.
yeah.
So,
What do you think it would
are all
take
your
you to like,
followers Muslim, dude? What's going on here?
no, I have a lot of Christians that are like angry right now too. And then somebody's calling us like Hitler sympathizers. Somebody just called us like colonizers on
We haven't
Facebook.
said a
Like
word about Hitler.
I know, like genuinely, like you've probably found this. There's so many like autistic people on the internet that genuinely have nothing to do but write weird comments.
Oh,
Like, well,
oh
we're
yeah,
colonizers because we're talking about God. Like, man, these are some goofy comments. But
yeah, dude. They want to
I've been
kill the
making some points.
infidel and burn the blasphemer for their
Yeah.
Jewish God. We get it.
Yeah. What do you think it would take you to like bring you to deeper spirituality? Like, do you think you ever will come to like more of like a spiritual practice, or are you always just kind of going to be like, okay, what's here is here, and like you just not going to
Mhm.
believe in the unseen? Because have you ever like meditated and like kind of felt God in a way, like felt your higher self? Have you ever like kind of felt that
Mm.
energy before, or are you just like fully just like this realm is all it is?
No, no, I've felt some things. Hey, man,
Yeah.
if you want to be spiritual, if you want to, just don't like bow down to the Jewish God and tell me like what the Jew like what God is because the Jews told you about it. Like that's I'm pretty much
Yeah.
fine with that. I don't believe in people call me a pagan too. Like I don't believe in it. Any pagan gods are real or historical, but like
Mhm.
those are the myths and lessons and fables of my ancestors. So like I kind
Mhm.
of I acknowledge them for what they are, like just ancient myths of my people.
Yeah. So how do you think like Christianity is like controlling people then? You mentioned it's like okay, from Jewish people to control civilization. If anything, it's only making people like better people, right? Like I don't maybe it's not real, but it doesn't really do harm to society. You know, like how do you think it's controlling people?
Have you seen all of our politicians? Like all the Christian Zionist politicians that think that
They're all
America's
pissed
cursed
off.
if we don't bless Israel?
Yeah, but they're not real Christians. Like that's not like a Christianity practice that you've there's a lot of Christians that are very
Mm,
anti-Israel. Like those are just like those are not those are fake
yeah.
Christians. Those are just Jews.
No, dude, you got it twisted, dude. The copers online are the not real Christians. They don't hold any power in the churches. If Christianity isn't real, which it's not, then there is no like real Christianity. Christianity is just whatever manifests as Christianity. So Christian Zionism is the number one version of Christianity in America. So it is de facto Christianity. If they hold all the power, if they're working with politicians, if they have all the best-selling books and own the publishers and have the biggest platforms and shows, then
Yeah.
that
It's
is
it's
Christianity. You can call it this is a no true Scotsman fallacy that whenever we point out somebody or a group that's doing something, you say, "Oh, that's not a real Christian."
Yeah. I think it's like Jewish subversion, if anything. Like it's kind of like Jewish infiltration into Christianity.
Well, who started Jews? Oh, sorry, who started Christianity?
Well, I guess you could say a Jew.
It was all Jews that started it.
Yeah.
All the first Christians were Jews. So it's not just, yeah, maybe they've subverted it more along the way, but it's the from its inception, it was a subversion. And it's so vulnerable to more subversion. That's why it's been subverted more. So it's not been subverted or hijacked by Jews. It was created as a subversion to theologically conquer the nations by Jews.
Mhm.
Are
Yeah.
you got that? Is
No,
that
I
making
do. I
sense?
do.
Is that making
Somebody
sense?
wants me to ask you if you've like ever done psychedelics. I've never personally tried them myself, but I heard that they can kind of make you like I don't know. I feel like that is kind of like woo woo hippie shit a little bit, but they say that you could feel God on that, and people are curious if you've ever
Yeah, I
tried
think
it.
it's pretty well known that psychedelics or meditation or other natural things can make you feel what people call spiritual experiences.
Yeah.
But I still think it's probably just altering the brain and giving you different brain function, and that's what that effect is. I don't think you're really like Joe Rogan taking DMT and going to a
Yeah.
different universe in a parallel dimension and meeting the clockwork elf reptilian body snatchers, and they're like, I don't think it's like that.
Do you believe in like demons that are like around us to like influence us to do certain things? Like say you're at a party and like, it's like, okay, you should drink that alcohol, you should do that coke. Like, do you think that there is like demonic influences? Because a lot of the times, like even when people get blackout drunk, they start like acting completely out of character. And there's a theory that when you're blackout drunk, like you could get possessed by demons. That's why they call alcohol spirits, right? Like that's why they call it gin and spirits. Because when you're in that state, like your spiritual shield is like way lower and you could be inhabited by like entities. Do you believe that there's like demons around us at all times? Like, do you believe in like the unseen world at all, or is like only what's in front of you is real?
Mm. You know, part of me thinks like, there's waves and it's a spectrum and there's vibrations. So potentially there could be other dimensions and other entities in dimension, but I think there's absolutely no proof of it. And no, I don't think there's demons floating around, invisible demons floating around everywhere. I think there just is no God, and evolution is kind of brutal. It's a unguided hand. So, especially with our developed brains, people just do evil things. I think it's proof. All the evil that's done in the world, I don't think proof is of demons. I think it's proof of no God. Especially because if God's all powerful, he's the one that created Satan, allows Satan to operate, doesn't destroy Satan and the demons. And what do
Yeah,
the demons ultimately do in this whole framework? All they do is serve to like scare all the goyim to believing in Jesus. Like when
yeah.
Tucker says he got attacked by demons in his bed and scratched by a demon in his bed, you've seen him say
He actually
that,
said
right?
that. That's
Yeah,
that's hilarious. I
he
didn't
was
know he
sleeping
said
in the
that.
bed with 4 dogs too, by the way. So 16 paws with claws. But he said he got
Oh my
scratched by a demon in his sleep, and he's like, and I woke up and I just really had an instinct that I needed to go read the Bible. So it's like
oh my
in
goodness.
Judaism, Satan works for God. God creates the good and the evil, the light and the dark, like it says in Isaiah.
Yeah,
So he creates Satan and he works for God to scare everybody and tempt them into sin and but ultimately just scares them. He's like the villain in the Jewish story, in the Judeo paradigm. He's the
yeah,
bad cop and Jesus is the good cop. If you're and what Christians want to do is they want to fantasize and imagine like Satan hiding under every rock, because this reinforces the idea that Jesus is real. There's no proof of Jesus in the world, so they have to like kind of
yeah,
manufacture or point at some edgy celebrity trying to like trigger Christians and say, look, it's all satanic, and
yeah. Doing
circumvent
like
this
the
argument too.
Illuminati shit or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it does
yeah,
kind of feel like they're like scaring people into God. And like when I was a Christian, I almost felt like I was like losing my mind because I'm like, oh, if I leave, like I'm leaving Jesus, I'm gonna be like, like demons can like get me and stuff. And that's almost kind of how they keep you trapped. And I was like really young. Obviously now I'm older, much more mature, much more like common sense. Where I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna like have demons possess me or some stuff. But that is kind of how they keep you stuck for sure. Prince on Solana, I appreciate the becoming a member to the channel. And your favorite super chatter, Kabat, is back with another 10.
yes.
Islam accepts evolution. What Islam rejects is a human is special, direct agent placed / created by God, which we can clearly see with their own eyes. Who told you Islam rejects evolution? Good evolved monkey. But it's up to you if you even want to like
No,
respond to these or not.
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, Islam rejects. You're telling me Islam doesn't believe in Genesis and Adam and Eve? It definitely does believe in Adam and Eve. Maybe some Muslims or some new reform sects of Islam acknowledge evolution because it's so ridiculous to deny in this day and age. But it sounds like he's trying to say like so evolution is true, but then God intervened and just made man. I bet you that's what he's trying to say. But I think there's no proof of that. Like, do you think people say aliens came down and they Anunnaki and fallen angels and they genetically messed with apes and made humans to be the slaves? Like, I've heard all those,
right.
What is it? Hitchens, the guy's theories, Anunnaki stuff. I think that's all bullshit and just made up origin stories by ancient people. And we evolved from monkeys because they pretty much know how. There's lots of information behind this. It was discovering fire and eating meat played a great deal of it, because cooking the meat breaks down the protein so our body can absorb it, and then that's what fueled the brain growth. And like once you kind of start to lean on a certain organ, that organ can rapidly evolve if it gives you such procreation benefit as well. So language also, like, we got a little bit better at language, and then the language just took off, and that's what really helped develop the brains also, because having good language and hunting and planning for survival really increased your survival. So that was a pressure to improve our brains. So little science lesson. I know you didn't pay attention in science class. I don't think you were listening there either, but dude, I'm right about everything, bro. Don't listen to any of these internet grifters selling you kosher conspiracies. I'm right about everything. You'll see.
I mean, I don't think that Zerka's a grifter, though. I think Zerka speaks the Holy Spirit dwelling within inside of him, and I can feel it. Like, why would I pay attention?
I'm not talking about Zerka specifically, but the Cocaine Crusader definitely believes in Jesus, dude. He's a model Catholic, model purported,
I mean, who's to say that you can't do coke and be a Christian, though? Like, maybe that even gets you closer to the Holy Spirit. But
can you joke?
No, it's kind of like, why would I pay attention to science class? Like, science in itself is very man-made, and it's just like man trying to understand things instead of believing in God. Like, man just trying to grasp all the power themselves and be like, oh, I know this because of the scientific theory. And it's so gay to me. It's just submit to God. You don't have to be religious to submit to God and a higher power. But Kabata, I appreciate the super chat, brother. Thank you.
You're not submitting to God, though, because God doesn't speak to you and tell you what he wants or what to do. It's the Jews telling you that they're the chosen people that speak for God. So that's what you're doing there, right? No,
it's more like an intuitive thing, and you could say it's God, you could say it's your higher self, right? Like, it's kind of like an intuition, like, okay, don't go there, don't go with that person, don't do the coke off the toilet seat like Kennedy or whatever. It's kind of like an intuitive feeling. It's not like God's voice speaking to you, but it's more so something that you can kind of listen to and tap into. But these scientific people, these super science autistic people, I feel like they don't have any self-reflection, and they don't have any depth to their character. I'm not saying that's you whatsoever. I'm just saying my science teacher and people like that, I feel like they just try to understand everything on this autistic level. It's sometimes there's things that you can't understand. Sometimes there is an unseen world, right, that you could tap into.
Well, I agree there's things you can't understand, but I don't think you can jump to that means there's an unseen world. But I know what you mean. Yeah, obviously some science people and academics are super liberal or cringe or just gateist, we call them sometimes. That's actually
I remember science class, I was playing Zerka videos out loud. I got so much trouble. I'd be at the back of the class playing an Andrew Tate video. I was the worst student ever, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that's another thing too we could talk about, is how messed up the school system is, if you want to get into that topic. It's been so liberalized.
Are you a virgin?
I am currently, yeah. I might be losing it soon though, not to be on some degenerate stuff, but been in the talks. But yeah, I am a virgin right now. Yeah.
Do you follow Zerka's manual for getting girls?
On and off. I literally just started cold approaching the gym recently, like a week ago. Because before I was nervous. I'm oh, it feels illegal to talk to them. But then I kind of got over that mental fear, and now it's kind of so much easier. And now I've got a bunch of IGs, and shit's kind of moving for me. But I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of nervous for a while, to be absolutely honest with you.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the gym is awkward because they're doing something, they're in the middle of a workout, they got headphones in, and they have to go, huh? Right? It's a little,
yeah,
it's a little weird, but I do think you should do it. I've seen you do
Yeah.
man on the street interviews. Isn't that a good
Yeah.
way? You can go and you go up to any girl you want if you got a microphone and you're filming.
Yeah, but I feel like that feels almost kinda like nerdy. Like, I like being in the gym with, like, a pump, like, I'm looking big, like, I'm feeling Chad, and then I go up, and I go up, like, so, like, smooth and stuff where, like, they're, like, giggly, I make small talk, and then I make it, like, not awkward. And it only took me,
Mm,
like, 1 or 2 approaches to kinda, like, get, like, confident with it. Now I'm, like, super confident. I could go up to, like, any girl in the gym and, like, make small talk, and it works, like, every time. Which is, like that was just, like, a mental, like, flip that I had to switch, but, like,
mhm,
I feel like naturally I am, like, good with girls. I just had to get over that initial, like, approach, you know?
mm,
And now it's like,
mhm.
okay, now the Zerka
When's the
shit's
last
kinda
time you had a
taken over.
girlfriend?
I think, like, middle school. Like, it's been
How
a
old are
long
you?
time for
How
me.
old are you?
I'm 18.
18.
18,
Young
yeah.
guy here, guys.
Young
Everybody
guy,
says you're
young guy.
cool. You're
Yes,
you're
sir.
you're on the right path talking to me, the chat says.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
dude.
think I am. I
I'm just
like to
trying to
be
help the youth,
open-minded, like
dude.
of course, of course. No, I like to talk to everybody. I like to be pretty open-minded, but yeah. Yeah, it's been a while for the girlfriend thing because it's like, I do wanna, like,
Wait, you
build
didn't
this
have a
career and
girlfriend
stuff.
all of high school? Or did you graduate high school?
Yeah, I just graduated high school this year.
What are
Of
you
course, like, I've
doing in
talked
high
to
school?
girls
Not
and, like
one girl?
nah,
So you've
nah,
been
'cause I
following Zerka for years and you went through high school
no,
without
I've been following
having
Zerka
one
for, like, 2
girlfriend?
years. I've been following him for, like, 2 years, and I'm not gonna lie, like, he even told me this, like, "Bro, build your channel, like, build the nest, and you're gonna have, like, fucking 30 girlfriends." And
Yeah,
now that I
then
have,
you're
like, a little bit of clout, now that I have some
yeah,
clout, like, I have, like, a lot of DMs from girls that are now, like, seeing
yeah,
that I've built myself into the man, like, I've gone to Miami,
yeah.
I've done all these big things, and now it's like, "Okay, you've built yourself." But if I'm just, like, some random
That's
kid
good
that's like,
advice
"Oh,"
actually
like
from Zerka. I like that. Zerka has some
yeah,
good advice, and Zerka does have some wisdom as much as I disagree with him on other things. He
yeah,
does have some wisdom, and he
yeah, it's
has
like
experience getting girls, I think, too. But,
yeah,
that
for
is good
sure.
advice. So your DMs are
Mhm.
full of, groypettes,
No,
sliding in the
no,
DMs?
it's more so, like, girls in my city, like, this one girl, like, canceled prom on me or whatever, and now she's, like, begging to, like, see me. She's, like, making, like, school challenges where people have to, like, find me and say that, like, I love her or some like, just obsessed behavior, and this is a girl that had, like, basically no interest, like, 3 months ago, or maybe a little bit of interest,
Mhm,
but not enough to, like, really
mhm.
care, and then she sees me in Miami, she sees me around, like, big people, Sneeko, like, doing the Tate Pod, all that stuff, and it's like, "Holy shit, like, this guy has potential. I wanna hop on that train," you know? And it's not
Yeah,
just her,
yeah, dude.
it's
Oh, aren't you, your manager is Gary, right? The Gary the numbers
no, Gary is not my manager, nah, he's a friend of mine, and he's, like,
uh,
helped me and stuff and helped get me on podcasts, but he's not my official manager, no.
okay. Alright. I thought I'd heard that. Sorry, I wasn't trying to, like,
That's
accuse you of
another
anything. I
lie
know
that
he
people
does
say
that
about me.
does that with lots of people, and sometimes he's, like, quiet about who does it.
Yeah,
But
people
what
try
kinda clout
to
are we talking here for the chat that doesn't know? Like, I see 100 or 35,000 on YouTube. You said how many on Instagram? I gotta follow you on Instagram.
60,000 on Instagram. It's not necessarily even the followers, more so the people I know, like Andrew and Tristan Tate follow me. I'm doing a podcast with Andrew Tate soon. He told me actually in February, so hopefully he doesn't forget about that. So the Tate Pod, I was just in New York with Sneeko interviewing him. So it's more so just like the big people I've been able to have on. But we got another super chat from your favorite guy. This guy's making me rich here. Maybe my last two questions. Does he know Islam is the only religion that believes that the Romans shouldn't have spread Jesus? It was only to the Jews. Be honest, Adam. And will he speak to Muslim Lantern?
I don't know who if Muslim Lantern has a lot of clout, sure, I'll talk to him.
He
But
does.
if he's a
He's got like half
nobody
a million.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well then, yeah, I would. Let's see. A religion that believes the Romans shouldn't have spread. The Muslims, in my understanding, believe that like Paul was a Roman agent that corrupted the true Muslim message of Jesus, and that's why it's been corrupted and twisted. Right? That's right. Salah Kabat. Is that what you're getting at? You're completely wrong about that. And if you read my book, Jesus was a Pharisee Jew and a mystical Jew that was doing a traditional form of exegesis called midrash, where he searching the ancient scriptures, the sacred scriptures, for hidden mysteries for God, and then meditating on that and having supposed Merkava ascension visions where he's learning these things and seeing these things, but like in visions in a heavenly realm. Paul describes being caught up into the third heaven, a place called paradise, where he received these revelations. Paul, this is big, Tyson. The guy that wrote most of the New Testament, Saul the apostle,
Mhm.
Saul the Pharisee, who became Paul the apostle. The earliest books of the New Testament are written by him, and he never knew Jesus. And he says he didn't even learn about him from any man. He only knew of him from revelation and scripture, meaning he read him from the scriptures. He learned about him because Isaiah 53 says that a servant is going to suffer. He learned about him because Daniel says the Son of Man is going to rule over people of all languages. And he combined these passages and wrote a fan fiction lore about this messianic figure who they believed was in the heavenly realm having battles with Satan. Anyway,
Kabak here just sent another $5. Said, "Wait, can you read my whole message?" He didn't get it. He's saying that you didn't read his whole message. I guess it's up to you if you want to read
it
it or
was
not.
only. Oh, he's saying Jesus was only for the Jews. I don't. Jesus may have he was definitely first developed by Jews, but I'm not so sure that their original conception of him was not targeted in mind for the Gentiles. Because when you read the Midrash and all the scriptures that inspired them and motivated to invent this, fabricate this Jesus figure, it's clear that it's like he's rejected by the Jews. He's rejected by his people and meant for the nations. It says in Isaiah that the nations will put their hope in him and he will raise a banner for the nations. And then Paul does the Midrash where he's arguing and he's citing all these different verses. Like this verse here says, it won't be for your people, for a people that did not call your name. And he scripturally understands from the origins that this Messiah was for the Gentiles.
Yeah.
So, read the book, Muslim dude.
Muslim dude. Nah, Kavat's awesome. And if anything, I think that like Islam does kind of make a little bit more sense, like the whole Christianity thing. Just like the Jesus was like sent by God. But I mean, I think all religion in general is just like outsourcing your thinking to like what another man said. And I think that a lot of religion is just kind of like group follow. I mean, we've already kind of established that in this podcast, but I think it's just like a lot.
Did you do drugs in high school?
I smoked weed. I started smoking weed when I was like 14, which is like so retarded. If I could go back, I would not have done that.
Yeah, did you do it a lot?
Yeah, not at first, but I got to the point where I was like smacking the Benjamin in the bathroom like every class. It was actually
the
cooked,
pen.
man.
You were hitting the pen.
I was ripping the Benjamin, yeah. But
You're,
no, that's like
you were ripping the
old...
pen and then going to biology class to learn about evolution, and then you're on your phone watching Zerka videos. That explains a lot, bro.
No, when I say that, that almost doesn't even feel real. Like that's such like an old like version of myself that used to like do that. Like I feel like I've grown so much in the last couple of years. But yeah, no, I was ripping the pen and I was doing like the retarded high school shit. But even then, I was smart enough to know that the Earth's not a ball. So hey, if I could get it, anybody can.
Oh, not a ball. Did you play any sports in high school?
Yeah, I played baseball for like 8 years, and then I kind of like got canceled from my team. Like people were like emailing my team. Like when I did like the whole Tate thing, and like Tate followed me publicly and stuff, and like kind of commented.
While you were in high school, while you were a senior in high school, still you were an internet celebrity.
I was going back and forth.
And you still got no girls,
dude. I had literally.
Andrew Tate followed you in high school, and you didn't. That speaks a lot about Tate. If you didn't get any girls when Tate was following you in high school.
It's more so like I didn't try because I had like these like retarded limiting beliefs around girls, which I've kind of like been breaking recently with my cold approaches. But I was like
what they
I was
have
like a little bit shy. That's why I like fuck with Zerka. Like Zerka didn't go on a date until he's like 20. Like I've already been on dates with girls, but he waited until he was 20 to go on a date.
I hear you, dude. I used to be terrified of girls. Oh, I was so shy and terrified and social anxiety.
Yeah, so you can't even blame me, man. You know where I'm coming from with this.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. But I got over it. I got over it. It was overpowered, but
yeah, I just got over that shit like a week ago, and I realized that they're literally just like human beings. You know, there's nothing to be afraid of. And I realized if you're afraid to talk to that hot girl in the gym, you're kind of just a pussy. And I'm like, I don't want to be a pussy, so I just go up to her and talk to her. And to my surprise, it went really good. So I kept doing it, and now I feel like I'm definitely building. But yeah, in high school, like,
so are you waiting till marriage? Are you waiting till marriage to have sex?
No, I'm not gonna wait till marriage. I might like. There's like this girl that's like coming back from another school in like a month, and I might like. We're talking about fucking.
Are you still in high school?
No, I just graduated. So this is like my first year out of high school, and like everybody's going to college and shit, and I was like just in Miami. I'm doing the
what are you doing now?
What?
Just full-time content creator?
I've been blessed to the point where like I have a lot of connections, so I have like places to stay and stuff, and I've been making like decent money from it. I'm not gonna lie. So it's like if I'm doing this at 18, like it's only gonna grow from here. So Yeah,
Yeah,
I have a
well,
lot.
that's
I have a
cool.
lot of faith, and here's the thing too. People look at this like, oh, like Tyson go to college, it's retarded, but nah, I have like faith in God. You know, it's like if I was just like betting on myself, maybe I'd have doubts. But I'm like, God gave me this vision of being a successful YouTuber and streamer and stuff. People will be like, oh, that's cringe. Like I got that vision from God. Who am I to like doubt that? God gave me the vision.
Mhm,
It's now I have the power to make that like real and make that a
mhm,
fruition. You know, and so many people doubt that vision, like, oh, like that's not from God. That's just my delusions. I'm being unrealistic, and that's why so many people end up in careers that like they hate and they're
mhm.
depressed. It's like that could just never be me.
Are you ascending? Are you a looks maxer?
I'm trying to. I my thing is like I have
Do
like
you
a
like
like I'm six
Clav?
foot two.
Is
I d-
Clav your role? Oh,
kind
6'2" based.
I'm 6'2",
Yeah.
and
I'm
I'm
six
like,
four. I'm 6'4".
damn, that's a height mog right there. But no, my
I,
thing
I
is
I
like my
played
faith
college
is towards
basketball too. I
sports.
was the athlete of the year in my high school and played Division 2 basketball.
Hell yeah, W
Yeah, dude,
Chad,
you're gonna get
W
so
Chad.
many girls after this. Watch. They'll be like,
After
"You
this
know Adam
stream,
Green?" What?
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I
After
love
this,
this stream. All your questions have been actually amazing. I've loved this discussion.
I appreciate
And
that,
I
man.
think you're a cool dude.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think that you're cool too, and I hope that one day you leave the round Earth cult, and you come join the side of truth and the side of
Bro,
God. You know what I'm saying?
dude, nothing scares girls away more than being a flat earther, bro.
No, that's the
Don't do
thing is
that.
everybody thought I was like, okay, they saw me
You're
get
only gonna
followed by
get
Tate.
retarded girls liking you if you're a flat earther.
No, I think they all thought I was like this like right wing extremist, like fuck, because
Mm,
like they saw me get followed by Tate, and like, bro, if anything, getting followed by Tate is like gonna make girls like think you're like a misogynist. Like I don't know how that would like
right.
really help you. Like it kind of
No.
like cooked me a little.
I
I
don't know
mean,
about
I'm
the
in
3
Canada.
chains. What's up with the 3 chains? Is that a are you a
Yeah, I'm a
rapper?
wang. Bro, I'm a wang and a half, bro. You know what I'm
Wang.
saying?
That's
I'm
funny.
a
Are you a
wang half,
gardener? Do
bro.
do
What
you
can
like
you
Nick?
really say?
Are you
What?
cool with Nick? Oh, wait, you had drama with somebody. Who's your drama with? Was it with
I've
Clavicular?
had I've had beef with Nick, and then yeah, Clav.
Mhm.
I asked Clav in
Yeah.
Miami for a street interview, and then after I walked away, he like started talking shit, which is funny because his manager reached out to get us to do a podcast. Clav followed me on IG. We're going back and forth. He's like, "Yeah, we'll do a
Mhm.
podcast," and then that was right before he like went mainstream viral, and then like he
Mm.
forgot about me. So it's
And
kind
then
of like
now
I
he's
don't know.
dating and snubbing, dude. That's lame.
Yeah, now he's stubbing me. What do you think about Clav? Do you like part of me likes him, part of me doesn't like him just for
Yeah,
like
yeah.
shit that he did to me.
Part of me thinks he's awful, but part of me also is like entertained and like thinks it's kind of cool. um, but
Yeah.
it's I don't think it's good that somebody like him is going to be super popular for the youth. I think that's not heading people in a good direction. But
Mhm.
what else I was going to say? Did you see the latest? Everybody's talking about the Daily Wire girl. What's her name?
Brett
Went over
Cooper.
to the fashion show to go meet him, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's who's getting smashed next. What's her name?
I mean, I just think she was like being friendly and polite. Like people will be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
she's smiling, she's flirting," but it's like that doesn't necessarily mean
yeah,
that, you know. I think it's like a lot of incels like, "Oh, the girl's like smiling, that must mean that automatically she wants to
yeah,
fuck." It's like, how do you like escalate that
yeah.
fast? You know?
Well, people are
Uh,
saying she went there because he was going to be there and stuff. Chat says Clav is a psychopath. Yeah, that's what I like about him. He's like the guy from that murder movie. What's that called? At Bates,
American Psycho. American
American
Psycho.
Psycho. Yeah, I like him in
Yeah.
like in the American Psycho type of way.
Yeah. I like that too, how he just like doesn't give a fuck. Like he just like does
Yeah,
whatever he wants. Like people get so mad. He's like, I don't care.
yeah.
Like Nick Fuentes could not get away with what Clav gets away with just because Nick's not Chad,
Mhm.
you know? And I've had like my
You know
beefs.
what I like? He's the cortisol. I try to keep my cortisol down, like Clav.
Yeah, dude. I know.
Yeah.
I think this flat Earth debate was a bit of a cortisol spike for you a little.
Dude, this is less than usual for my normal stream when I'm covering the news. I get more worked
Seriously?
up. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Damn. What do you think works you up? Just like the fact that the world's so cooked, or like people in your chat, or what?
We're so cooked, and everybody's so stupid, and everybody's such liars, and everybody wants to be slaves, and they're all gullible, dumb goyim. So that's pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like having a show where you cover the politic like would
Mhm,
get so kind of like repetitive and kind of like like I try to do politics sometimes, but if I don't
mhm.
keep it lighthearted and like do like mainstream content and stuff, like if I'm like just politics, I find myself just like not feeling happy. And I don't feel like I'm making
Yeah,
any difference in the world either. It's like even if I wake up 1,000 people, like there's 8 billion
yeah.
people on the planet, that doesn't do shit.
Yeah,
But
you can't always outrage spiral with stuff, and you definitely have to
Mhm.
have a balance. And I try to keep things lighthearted too. I'm always talking about such like heavy, depressing, black pilling stuff, but like I
Yeah.
laugh and we have fun doing it. Like I stream almost every like 5 days a week, almost every day
Yeah.
now, covering the
Yeah.
news and religion and politics. The taboo topics at the dinner table is my specialty.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like it too, and we need more people like you. You know,
Mhm.
we need more like Chads in the movement. Like no shot to Nick, but he's like 5'6". He's like 30 years old and a virgin. It's like that could just like never be me. You know what I'm saying? It's like I think he's good. I think he's a lot of good stuff. I'm not trying to like be like a dickhead or anything, but it's like my thing is like I gotta only follow somebody if they're a Chad or like somebody that I would like want to be like. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't really
Mhm.
follow somebody that's like bitchless and they're 30.
Yeah. Well,
Not to
there's been
throw too
lots
many
of
shots, but
small leaders throughout history. Like, in fact, I feel like being taller like gives you an advantage. So you're maybe not as well spoken or as good of a leader, but like, so that's why like Napoleon or other leaders turn out to be like the smaller guys. And then they're there because they're kind of the brains and they're better of rallying everybody together. But thanks
right.
for calling me a Chad. I mean, that's nice. I am 6'4", 240 and was a, all conference basketball player.
Yeah. No, that's Chad.
Yeah.
If you're like
And I
over
have a
six
wife
feet
and
tall,
kids, and I've
yeah,
sustained endless slander and lies and censorship, and still at it online 10 years later. And I was talking about all this popular Jew stuff like 10 years ago.
yeah. No, if you're over 6 feet tall and you're white, you're a Chad pretty much. Like, is it possible? Do you think it's
True.
possible to be like jacked over 6 feet tall and not be a Chad? Like, I feel like it is kind of like a mental thing. But like for me, I'm 6'2". Like I'm pretty jacked. Like I bench like 225 for like 3 reps. Like I'm jacked. You know, I'm doing my thing,
Mhm.
getting motion. But I still feel like I have so much more to like do and become. Like I'm still in such a growing phase of like building confidence, building my identity and shit like that. Where it's like I don't know if I could
Mhm.
confidently be like, oh, that's a Chad. Like I like to obviously think that, but it's like I feel like I have so much more to do.
Chat says incels are the new Chad. That's funny.
That's so much coke.
Um, yeah, are you thinking about doing steroids like Clav?
I actually have thought about it. I made a tweet. I'm like, if this gets 100 likes, I'll hop on test. I got like 200 likes, but I'm not gonna do it just because of that tweet. But
Yeah.
no, I feel like steroids would be kind of fire because that would more so get you the mental, like that extra testosterone will get you like the mental kind of Chad. Like I already have like Chad body. I just feel like I need Chad mind a little bit more.
Mhm. If you're benching
So
225
the
at
three.
6'2" and 18 years old, you're already doing pretty good. You keep at it, you're going to be swole. Like, you stay natural, I'd say. Don't
You don't think I should
take the
blast
risk.
gear?
And yeah, listen to Nick's take on that. Don't do the steroids. I would recommend
Yeah.
against it. You want to just have your own natural testosterone. You'll go infertile like Zerka and Clav. On the talking to girls thing, like I was just out this weekend, and I've done man on the streets quite a bit over the years, and I'm
Uh-huh.
shy too. But with the mic, like you go up to, do you enjoy? Is it fun for you to go out and film and go to talk to
Yeah.
everybody?
I like it.
You've
I
had
like
real viral.
IRL
This is like your
streaming.
fame is like having viral videos doing that type of thing, right?
Yeah, no, I like the
Mhm.
IRL thing too, because like everybody's like staring at you in public. You got a cameraman following you. I'm gonna do something probably tomorrow with my friend, like an IRL at the mall, just like fucking around. And like
Yeah.
people are probably gonna pull up and like try to fight us because like people don't really like us in the city. So I'll be good content.
What city? You're in
So
Miami?
no, I'm not in Miami right now. I'm in Canada. So that's like another
Oh.
reason I feel like a lot of the girls didn't fuck with the Tate shit because it's so liberal here, bro. Like this is like a feminist. Like I'm in Canada, which is a liberal country. I'm in the most
Mhm.
liberal city, BC. Zerka will tell you this, the most fucking liberal city, because Zerka's also from BC. I'm in the worst place for like red pill
I
content.
I had no idea you were Canadian. That
Yeah.
kind of that explains a little bit. I understand you
What
a
do you
little
mean
bit
by
better
that? Is
now
that a
knowing
good
that.
thing or a
I don't
bad
know.
thing?
I hadn't thought about it. Like, where's this guy from? I should have asked you that. I'm surprised I hadn't like thought like where I hadn't thought to ask where you're at.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm a Canadian boy, which is kind of not optimal, but no, I pop out to Miami a fair bit. I'm probably going again in March. So Miami's like so much
Mm.
like higher testosterone and like, that kind of like chat energy in Miami. Kabat sent another $5. Adam, so it's decided here you will talk to Muslim Lantern. He has 600,000 followers confirmed. And Tyson, read my comment under this. I couldn't send it. I don't know where your comment is. Appreciate the five, but Yeah, I mean, I went on Muslim Lantern about a year ago, and it got like 600,000 views. Like it went super like crazy viral. So you could definitely go on there and have a viral debate with him for sure.
Yeah, I mean, will he even talk to me? People do this all the time. Will you debate this person? And then those people were like, "No, I'm not going to debate him."
No,
Like,
I
does
feel
the
like
guy
he
even
he is the
do
type to.
debates? Oh, I see him with Zerka. Oh, I just looked up you instead. What was the guy's name again?
Muslim Lantern. He did something with Sneeko and Zerka, I think about like a year ago. So
Let's check him out.
yeah, he's super big. He does like call-in shows too. So you could probably like, I could probably even get you in touch with somebody that could like get you prioritized in the call-in. Like you would definitely get
Sure,
a lot of
yeah,
views
yeah.
from him.
I've debated Muslims. Muslims argue in a very similar ways as Christians, so it's pretty much the same arguments at the end of the day with them.
Yeah,
Same copes they have.
yeah, yeah. Would you be down if I could like get like a famous kind of like Muslim scholar? Would you like debate him on my show too? I feel like that'd be good
Sure,
content.
sure, yeah.
All right,
Pretty
hell yeah.
simple. Like the Quran is just like 600 or 700 years later, they already knew the Torah and they just repackaged it. Muhammad, it just heard it all from an angel, told them all. Like it's silly. A ghost told him the whole thing, right? He was illiterate, but he wrote down the whole thing, and it's really just
Yeah.
like a retelling of the Torah.
Someone in your chat says keep worshipping Sneeko, you will go places. I assume that's obviously pointing towards me. How is that worshipping Sneeko? Just because I've done 2 podcasts with him and I'm good at networking, how does that mean I'm worshipping him? I swear so many people are just like stupid. Like, what, you can't look into another religion or else now you're worshipping Tate, you're worshipping Sneeko. It's like, get out of
Yeah.
here with that bullshit.
Dude, I see so many clips of Sneeko. I talk about Sneeko on my show. I retweet him and criticize him. Like, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I don't. I guess that's a weird form of worship in a way, but I don't know.
I think it's directed towards me. Because
Yeah,
I've
no, I
got that
know,
a
I know.
lot.
You're not
It's
even
so stupid
Muslim, so
though.
you didn't go full Muslim. You rejected the Sneeko pill.
Yeah, it's just so stupid when you do like a collab with like a big creator and then everybody's like, "Oh, you worship this person." Like when I had Zerk on, they're like, "You dick suck Zerk." It's like, nah, I just really look up to him and I had him on my podcast. Like, why can't people be positive for once? Like, you take a W and you're like, "Yo, guys, like I took a W," and everybody's so negative. They're like, "Oh, well, you had a bag to get this person on your podcast." Like, you like it's just like so. It's like, oh my god, man, can we have like a little bit of like happiness? Like, bro, you gotta be happy when you see people winning because then that'll make you win more. These people that see somebody win, they instantly want to
Mhm,
drag them down. It's like that's like the
mhm.
telltale sign that you're not going to make it if you instantly need to drag people down.
Yeah,
So
I've been doing this a long time, and the trolls have always been especially brutal on me. I think I'm the probably never in history has there been a Gentile that gets accused of being a Jew like more than me in the modern internet. I swear, I think I have that title. Like I've received more like quote unquote anti-Semitism for any non-Jew like in the history of time is what it feels like.
so is this a
But
bad look
yeah,
for me
the
then?
trolls here. This is what you got to say. This is 48 Laws of Power. It's better to be hated and slandered than
Than not
ignored.
known.
Yeah,
Yeah,
than not known or ignored.
that's the
Yeah,
truest thing ever. To be
yeah.
honest, is
What
this a
what do your
bad
haters
look
say
though?
about you? Do they call you Jewish?
I get so many people that say that I'm Jewish just because I don't go like fully down like the white supremacy route. I'll say
Mm-hmm.
okay, like okay, like I'm not gonna be like a fucking racist piece of shit. Like okay, sure, maybe I'll be like okay, keep countries white and stuff. But I don't go fully down the line. And you get
Mm-hmm.
like these extremists, like handsome truth, like Gypsy Crusader type of people, like oh you're a Jew. We want you to go
Mm-hmm.
more extreme. They're like anonymous accounts that will never put their face out there, and they want to like criticize you, but like you're fully doxxed, you got your face out there,
Mm-hmm.
and they want you to
Mm-hmm.
be more extreme. Oh, you're a Jew if you're not. It's like, get out of here, you know? So I get called a Jew a lot. And honestly, this is probably a bad look if I'm streaming with you and they call you a Jew too, bro. This is gonna be like they're gonna be like, oh, Tyson, you're definitely Jewish now.
Yeah,
And
dude, you're
especially like,
full Antichrist Jew now, bro. You're gonna have to deal with
no, I'm
that.
not, bro. I'm
Sorry.
not. And also like being
Yeah.
with Gary too, a lot of people like, oh, you got a
Mm.
Jewish manager, bro. It's like, no, I just made a cool connection in Miami. Like, how does that mean I have a Jewish manager all of a sudden? It's like, get out of here, man.
He sure is a character. At least he agrees that the religions are all fake.
Yeah, what do you think about numerology? Have you done like your numerology or no?
I think it's hocus pocus. I think it's pseudoscience.
What's your do you
Yeah.
know your life path number or no?
I'm not interested in knowing. But
You don't even want to
gematria
know.
is
You're not.
real. Numerology is real in the sense that like mystical Jewish Kabbalistic rabbis have been obsessed with doing this, searching for secret Bible codes and coming up with all types of spurgy exegesis. They've been doing that for a long time. So in the sense that like they believe a scripture has a gematria of this and that influences their attitudes and that they act on those attitudes with their behaviors, then that's like the gematria that I'll acknowledge, but not like the sports team is going to be this number and it's the year of the snake. And I think all of that is like girls, magic rocks, and horoscopes.
I mean, for me, I'm a 33 in numerology, which is like the oldest soul and the most influential. And it kind of makes sense to me. It's like, wow, I'm like the only kid in my whole city that's doing social media and I'm starting to get clout with it. It's like, that's what a 33 is supposed to do. So I guess for me, I have a bias where my life path is the rarest number you could have. And it's also the most accurate number. So for me, I'm just like, holy shit, there's got to be something here. Plus, I've noticed patterns with like all the successful people in Miami. I do their numerology. They're always master numbers too. Like all the 18-year-olds making like 30 grand a month I became friends with in Miami. I asked them their life path and they're always like either 8 number of money or like a master number. Like it's always there, you know? So it's kind of like I notice patterns and I notice it with myself. So that will, I guess you could say, make me biased in a way to kind of believe in it. But I don't even think it's biased. I think it's like pattern recognition and being open-minded to like look for the pattern in the first place. Somebody in your chat says this kid may have psychosis, and then another person called me a Jew.
That's just Rabbi Goldberg from New York. Don't worry about him. He's just a troll.
Rabbi Goldberg. I know, bro. It's like you can't win on the internet, bro. You're gonna say something that makes rational sense, and you're gonna have like 1,000 people call you a retard for it.
Are you a Freemason? Is that what you mean? That you're a 33? That's what the chat's asking too.
I can't go that far. I can't say yes or no.
Really?
I might have been inducted into the Zerka. I'm just kidding, bro. This sounds so bad now. No,
Illuminati,
Zerka always does that thing where he's like mysterious about it, where he's like acts like he's a Freemason. But nah. So are you like even willing to hear your numerology, or you just like don't want anything to do with it?
I'd rather log off and go play with my daughters.
Nah, fair enough.
Life is too short to talk to numerology fanatics.
I could probably
I would talk about other stuff though. I have been on a space with Gary and talked about like religious stuff or political stuff. But
would you want to do a debate with Gary? Actually, were we talking about
not a gematria debate? No, I'm not. I've got better things to do. I'd rather debate people on an issue that's actually important, like the Jesus deception.
Yeah,
which he agrees with. So
yeah, there's no debate.
Numerology is for chicks. Okay, we can read that, but I got a question for you first. What do your parents or like high school friends think about, the Zerka and the Tates and your internet clout?
Well, my new high school friends that I've made, like I guess you could say like the more chads, they fuck with it. But obviously the people I'm smoking weed with, they're kind of like too pussy to like go into the red pill. They just want to please everybody and make everybody happy and fit in with society and smoke their weed. So obviously they're kind of like weird about it. But the new friends that I've made, especially in Miami, like obviously like every 18-year-old in Miami is a fan of Tate. Like everybody that's killing it and becoming successful, they are all like Tate fans, Zerka fans, like red pill people. So it's like it just depends like who you ask. And for my parents, like my parents are kind of like conservative leaning, but they definitely don't agree with everything. And I'll get off a stream sometimes like, oh, like you shouldn't say that, like you're being racist or whatever. I'm like, I'm not.
They watch you? They watch your show?
I hate when they do. I tell them not to, and I guess they're trying to be supportive, so they do anyways. But yeah, they do watch it. And like my dad,
hi mom, like, hi dad.
No, they're not watching right now. I don't think. Actually,
they're like, finally, you got a good influence.
No, Zerka's the best influence.
But yeah, your parents Christian?
Stream and they'll be like, "Oh, why you feel like so hard?" And like talk about that. Sorry, what?
Are your parents Christian? Are they flat earthers? Do you debate your dad on flat Earth?
Nah, they're not really. They're kind of like you, to be honest. Like they kind of have your like religious beliefs, like your spiritual beliefs. Like I guess agnostic, maybe even like secretly leaning atheist. They'll never tell me that because obviously I go on a tirade if they say that they're atheists. But maybe like subconsciously they. Like I bring up numerology to my mom and she looks at me like a schizo. I'm like, are you not fucking seeing the patterns? Like, are you not seeing the shit? And she'll be like, yeah. But I could tell like she just doesn't believe in it at all. Kabat with the $10 though. Tyson's still waiting for my comment, bro. Why don't you just super chat the comment? You super chatted me $10 to go find an old comment that you wrote. Why don't you just put your comment in the super chat?
Oh my god,
like,
Kabat.
Kabot. I mean, I appreciate the super chat, so I'm not trying to be a dickhead to you, but it's like, why don't you just like super chat whatever you have to say there? I can't like find your thing now. There's so many messages. That's code
So
for
what do you want to
sending more
do?
money.
How are you going to explode to super celeb status? What's the plan? What's the
Yeah,
goal?
so the Tate pod, and then I'm going on Fresh and Fit as well. I was last time I was in Miami, I was gonna go on Fresh and Fit, but then like Myron got super booked. He said he'd be down to have me on though, and I've been texting with him. So I'd say like Tate pod, Fresh and Fit, keep doing like collabs like this, streams like this. Like, I mean, I see it working, you know. I see it working. Obviously, there's like that little bit of doubt, like fear, but you kind of just like got to go for things. Like even last time I was in Miami, I was like streaming with Jack Doherty, I was with Gary, I was with all these people. New York with Sneakos. Like if I'm already doing this at 18, imagine I stay locked in for another 5 years because I'm the type of guy that's like mentally ill enough to do this for another 10 years before I pop off. Like I don't give a shit. Like it's either this works or like I jump off a bridge, you know what I'm saying? So it's like this has to work. And I've already been doing YouTube for like 6 years. So it's like if you have that level of determination, like you're gonna make it, you know. So
When you
it's like a
started
matter of
when you were 12 when you started your YouTube, or what were you talking about when you
time.
first started?
Yeah, I was doing like shoe reviews, 24-hour challenges on my roof, like stupid stuff like that. Because like COVID
Really?
happened and everything was shut down, no school. I thought it was the end of the world. I thought it was the apocalypse. So I'm like, I could do this. There'll be no embarrassment because like the world's ending anyways. So it's like I'm never gonna see anybody again because we're all gonna die from COVID. So I'm like, might as well just go for the YouTube thing. And then like COVID ended, and then I'm left with my YouTube channel. And everybody's seen it. And I'm like, oh fuck. But no, I just kept going with it though. I stuck with it the whole YouTuber phase. I've stretched it out for like 6 years now, and just in the last couple of years is really starting to gain traction. So yeah, I like it. I like it for sure. But
So
yeah, no,
you're
it's
gonna
been a
do
long journey.
collabs, but are you just gonna be just like a personality? Are you gonna do IRL, follow
Yeah,
cameraman, follow you around and cover everything you do? Are you gonna do a
yeah. I
podcast? Are
like
you gonna do a
the
daily podcast? Like any other like more specific goals?
I like the Zerka kind of like rock star life of like travel and do all these podcasts. Like, okay, now I'm going to LA to do these podcasts. Now I'm going to Miami, and then just like having friends all over the place, having big platforms and just traveling and going viral. And like, obviously, I'm gonna like get more controversial when the time's right, and I'm gonna really like kind of take over and dominate. To be honest, like just get those clips out there. Like even the fact I'm almost at a
Dominate
hundred
on what?
thousand.
Why are your clips gonna go so viral? What are they gonna dominate? Like in what way?
I'd say just like truth maxing and like saying the
Funny?
things nobody
Truth
wants to say.
maxing.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, a bit of comedy too,
Political,
but
like
like
political truth maxing or religious truth maxing?
just like everything. I don't really have a niche. Like people ask me what I do. I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't really know. Like I talk about politics, religion, I do comedy, I'll have funny shit where I'm literally just doing content like with Jack Doherty. Like I'm not talking like politics really there. Like I don't know if you know Jack Doherty, but with him it's more like that's like mainstream content. So I do mainstream shit too that like makes the
Mhm.
brain rotters laugh. That's why I've got a big Instagram following. So I'm definitely like cracking into the mainstream and not just like staying niche. Like right now, I would say like I've had mainstream attention with guys like Sneeko, Jack Doherty, and Clav, but I'm kind of more niche right now. It's more so like going mainstream and breaking out of that niche. And I think the Tate Pod will help with that. I think that Fresh and Fit will help with that. And I think that just like continuing to be consistent will help me kind of go more mainstream. But it's to the point, Adam, where it's like I get recognized. Like when I was in Miami, I got stopped like
Mhm.
5 times in the streets of people like knowing who I am. Like even in my city, I have people in the gym that like, yo, I've seen you on Instagram. Like it's kind of it is definitely getting big, which is cool to see. So
Girls?
what? What
Girls
do you
are girls sliding in your DM and where's the girlfriend? That's how you'll get some views. Have a nice
I know.
nice pretty
I know. I
girlfriend
literally, dude, I just started fixing like the girl aspect of my life like a week ago, bro. Like I was like
a
so
week
like just
ago.
avoiding it. I was like avoiding. I'm like I don't want to like talk. Like I'm
So
scared to
avoid
talk
it.
to
You're
them or
telling me
whatever.
are there DMs in your DMs from girls and you're ignoring them?
No, it was more so like the talking to them in person kind of thing. But yeah, no, there are girls that like maybe didn't want me in the past that now DM me, and I'll definitely ignore that. Like on some self-respect shit, like what you want
Do
me
you
now
drink?
that I'm famous.
Do you drink? You're
Not
underage. Or you can drink when you're 18 in Canada, maybe.
19, 19.
19. Okay.
Um, No,
Is
I do enjoy
that's been the
drinking.
known way of like you're a little nervous to talk around girls. Like that's
Yeah.
humanity has a remedy for that.
Right. I've been able to thankfully do it sober now, so I've been able to build up that kind of inner world. But no, I probably drink like
Yeah.
once a month. I haven't drank since New Year's. I guess the time before that was in Miami, or I guess like
Mm,
Christmas, and then Miami,
mhm.
of course. So
Yeah. You don't
yeah,
want to get drunk
yeah,
and sloppy, but if you're just it helps you like,
mhm, yeah. But I wouldn't even say I
relax a
have
little
like the
bit.
sober nerves anymore. Like just a couple cold approaches, and I feel like way
Mhm.
more confident. Like yeah, I don't even think I'm at the point where I need alcohol. If anything, alcohol is just gonna make you super, super loose if you're in my position. But I'm at a point now where I can do it sober, which I'm proud of myself for that. So it's all about just like building the experience and yeah, like I'm definitely gonna have a degen phase. Like you think when I'm popping off in Miami around clubs and shit that I'm not gonna like go whore mode, like go Zerka mode. Like I'm gonna have my phase, bro. Not gonna be pretty. I'm not gonna broadcast it, but it's like,
Mhm.
I feel like I
You're
do want
not
to go
going
crazy.
trad life influencer. You're going
Nah,
clav
yeah.
max influencer.
I'm going Zerka, Togi Max. That's the type of
Zerka.
stuff that I fuck with.
Zerka.
Zerka's my guy, man. I fuck with Zerka.
All right, dude. Well, I hope that works out for you and you got a nice side piece to
Of course, a couple side pieces. You know what I'm saying?
a couple side pieces. Oh,
I
okay.
know. Might even like go
Let's
Muslim mode
start
and get
small. We
4
got
of
to
them.
start somewhere. You got to start with one.
I know, man. I know, dude. Fuck. This is like the one area of my life that I haven't been like, dub maxing, like taking dubs. So, well, it's not even like I have. It's not like I've taken L's with girls. It's just like I would be too afraid to even put myself out there. And now I'm putting myself out there. I'm taking dubs. I'm like, damn, I could have just been like doing this the whole time, which I'm kind of mad at myself for that. It's never like I got like brutally rejected. It's more so I was like too like in my shell to even fucking go out there. So now I'm going
Mhm,
out there. It's like, holy, this is like way easier than I thought. Like I'm kind of a
mhm.
Chad now. It's like I got
Did doing the
built
man on the
myself.
streets with the microphone help you kind of get used to that? Because it almost it's
No.
crazy. Nobody, most people have never done this. Walk around in public and go up to random people with a microphone and start talking. Like it's a very like
Mhm.
rare thing for most people. And it was
Yeah, no,
weird
it
for me
definitely is.
too, because normally I won't
Yeah.
talk to anybody and I avoid all discussions. But like
Mhm.
it puts you like in the authority. You got the microphone, the camera's
Yeah.
following you. You're the one with the
Uh-huh.
influence that's going to put it on the internet. You're the one with the
Mhm.
plan. You're like
Yeah.
surprising some person with some, random thing. So it's
Mhm. Yeah. I haven't done those for a while, but no, they are good for sure in like the IRL streams. I just kind of felt like the street interviews almost felt like a little bit like gesture. Like you're walking around, like so many people say no to the interview. It's like you ask 10 people and you might get one or two
yeah.
interviews. Like I just feel like a clown doing that. And it's
No,
not even it's not
it
even
is a
like it's
little
the best.
gesturing. It does make a gesture of you a little bit, like or like a
I
game
know.
show host or something. But dude,
Yeah.
I was just out this weekend. I think if you can get good at it and you can get a lot of people to talk.
Yeah.
Uh, I went out just this last weekend and I got like 20 people in a row. Everybody was
Mhm.
wanting to talk. I kind of just like slide
Damn.
in and just ask right away. I don't like
Yeah.
ask for permission. I just go
You
right
don't
up.
ask for consent.
I don't. No, no.
You just like internet rape them. You clout rape
Dude,
them.
I just totally fucking go up to them and stick it in their mouth and then say, ask the
What the
question.
fuck? Yeah, bro. I mean, I guess that's how you gotta be sometimes with it.
Mhm.
That's how you
Because
gotta
if you
be.
do ask, they'll say no. That gives them an out. And if they really don't want to, they won't talk. But a lot of people really do like to talk. They feel like, oh my God, this is my day. Finally, the mic. People are going to hear what I have to say. This is going to be my viral moment. People love to talk, actually. A lot of them.
Yeah, and it's kind of surprising how many people want to be famous but don't have like the
Yeah.
courage or the discipline to start their own channel. So if they see an opportunity where they
Mhm.
can take your audience, they're like, okay, well, I want to be famous. I just don't want to do it myself. So I'm just gonna take this
Yeah.
guy's audience.
They all want to be the new
Kabat,
Haktua girl
oh my
with one
god. Well, I mean,
viral comment.
yeah, it ended
Mhm.
brutally for her. But Kabat here says, no, I said what Islam believes. I'm talking about the Quran. I know about Paul, big guy. My people are the first telling you stop worshiping a rabbi. It's shirk, biggest sin, and Paul made the Bible up. Yeah, a lot of Muslims don't really fuck with Paul.
Yeah, you say don't worship Jesus as God, but you still think he's a Moshiach, a Messiah that fulfilled prophecy. So you're still falling for the Jesus deception.
Fair enough. All right. Do you want to keep going or do you want to wrap it here? I
No,
feel like
that's
we've
good. I don't want to go
went
too
through a lot.
long. We've covered a lot of
Yeah.
ground. We can do it again sometime.
Yeah. Hell yeah, and I'll let you know if I find like a worthy Muslim to debate you.
Yeah,
If
dude, I'm
you
your guy. I've been doing lots of debates over the year, and I just finished the book, so I'm like really ready to go on the hunt, go on the attack,
yeah,
ready to go to
absolutely.
war, ready to go to war.
Yes, sir. And it's been nice to meet your audience too. A lot of people, like
Yeah.
half of them know me, half of them don't. So Tyson Hockley, nice to meet you guys. A lot of you guys don't fuck with me. A lot of you guys are calling me Jewish, but it's nice to meet you
No,
guys.
nobody called you Jewish. My audience doesn't do that. There you go. See, Tyson Hog. Hey, where'd you get the name Tyson? I had a dog, a pit bull bull mastiff mix that was like my favorite dog of all time, dude. Best dog ever. And his name was Tyson. So what your dad's a boxing fan or something? Where'd Tyson come from?
No, my dad just said like ever since he was like my age, he always like knew that his kid was gonna be named Tyson. So he just like
I wonder
always knew he's
why.
gonna name me Tyson. Somebody
No, it's
says
not Tyson Hockelstein, guys. Come on.
dude, somebody said I unfortunately know of you. I mean W Clout, I guess. W Clout.
Yeah,
But
W Clout, dude. He's like the youngest up and coming e celeb. Everybody getting
hell
the
yeah.
introduction to the
When
green
you say it
pill.
like that, it sounds so fucking lame. Like the up and coming E celeb. I'm like, what am I doing with my life, bro? I'm the up and coming E celeb. Like I should just like
Yeah,
fucking
he's the
start taking
chosen one, guys.
testosterone
This is
now, bro.
the Moshiach.
Guys, if I'm not fully ascended in a year, I'm blasting steroids like Zerkin. I'm fucking every bitch in the man. Swear to
Hey,
God, bro.
just warn everybody. Yeah, that's the plan.
I'm so serious about this ascending thing, guys. I'm trying to debloat. I might hop on Reddit. What's your thoughts on peptides? Do you think that's a
Peptides,
scam?
yeah, dude. I don't know what peptides are, but they sound based.
Yeah,
Maybe I need
they
some
gotta be
peptides.
based, bro. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
dude. Maybe I'm
peptide
getting in
max.
the age.
Yeah.
Get the age. I might need some TRT at some point. Who knows?
Yeah, why don't
It's
you? Like
science,
what
bro. It's
happened?
just science and chemicals. We believe in biology here.
Like you already have kids. You're not worried about going infertile. You could just start blasting as much gear as you want now, you
Good
know?
points. Good points. Birth control.
Yeah.
Maybe when I have one more. Do you want to have kids? Are you eager to have
Of
kids
course.
young, trad style?
Of course. Not young. I'd say in my 30s, I 1000% want a family. That's another reason I
Mhm.
haven't hopped on test yet. Is like I have to be able to have kids. You know, like I've always wanted to have children. Like I feel like I'd be a W dad. So yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah,
They're
there's no way
awesome.
I'm gonna like make myself infertile just to feel like more of a man for a couple of years. You know, I'll just do it naturally. But I've heard that there's things you could take to like reverse the infertility from testosterone. So
Yeah,
maybe I'll
I
look
think
into
it's a
that. But
temporary thing, but
yeah,
not always though. You know,
yeah,
results may vary.
but yeah,
All
dude,
right. Are
I'd
you
need
gonna marry a white girl? What is your
yeah,
nationality? Last question. Sorry, these questions are coming to me. What's your
yeah. So
nationality? Or not
I've got like
nationality, race,
German.
ethnicity.
Yeah, I think I'm like 20% German, obviously Canadian. My grandpa's from England, so I got Irish in me too. So I got like all
Mhm.
these like white nationalities. I'm basically just
Yeah.
like the king oppressor over here.
Yeah.
Um,
Euro
no,
mutt. Viking Anglo mutt.
yeah, but for like marrying a white girl, like there's like this black chick that's like obsessed with me right now too. But it's like I
What's
don't know.
her
I'm not
name?
avoiding, huh?
Is she like a influencer?
No, 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 no. Just like from a high school. I'm not gonna like name
Okay.
drop or anything, but I'm not like rejecting
All
her because
right.
she's black or
So
whatever.
are you gonna dip in the chocolate? That's your prospect is a black girl? That's
No, I probably will dip in the chocolate for the one time at least once, but I don't know if I'd marry that necessarily. It's not like a hateful thing. It's not like a racist thing. It's more so like a preference thing. Like I like blonde girls. That's kind of like my type, you know.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody says this
Wow.
kid is very black pilling, man. Fuck you, bro. Like holy shit.
This
This
kid
kid
is
is
very
black.
black pilling.
What does that even mean?
Dude, he's gonna be such a white pill after this conversation. He's gonna think about it and it's gonna let it marinate. And he's gonna see a little more, and time's gonna go on. He's gonna see how many times no more news is right, and then he's
Bro,
gonna be set on the path.
this Kabak guy's making me rich. Another super chat. No,
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
not.
Oil money.
Jesus will defeat the Jews with the Muslims. If your people would stop protecting them, we know you have no idea about Islam soon to be humbled.
They
This
always
shit
say
is
that you don't even know you don't know nothing about it. That's a Christian cope too, like I said. Yeah, dude, trust the plan. Jesus is gonna float down from the clouds. He's gonna totally save you from the Jews, man. That's a great story that the Jews gave you there. Yeah, he's going to save us from the Antichrist. We just need the Antichrist to take over the world first. Then Jesus is going to come save us like a Marvel comic book superhero from the clouds with his sword, taking out the Antichrist. You just need the Antichrist first, and then you win, bro. Sure, that's going to work out great.
Well, I appreciate the super chat, brother. Thank you very much for that. And yeah, I would love to see you debate Muslim Lantern because he's actually really good and he makes it make sense. So that'd be interesting to see.
All right.
But yeah.
All right, dude. Well, guys, follow me at nomorenews.org. You can find all my links. My book is The Jesus Deception on Amazon. Just came out, bestseller in like every category. And I do a daily news stream where I go over news and politics and religion and clips and interviews, debates, man on the streets, mini docs, doing big things. 2026 is going to be a big year, and I'm 10 years in, but I'm just getting started, and I'm not slowing down.
Hell yeah. I love to hear that, man. And yeah, guys, go check out Adam. Go check out me, Tyson Hockley. And yeah, everybody cross-pollinating shit. But yeah, Adam, this is a great conversation. I appreciate you for coming on.
Cool, man. We'll be in touch. Thanks.
Take care.
All right. Later.
All right, guys. That was Adam Green. I think that was a very good conversation. I like Adam. I think he's a good guy. And dude, low-key, I got a lock-in with a girlfriend, bro. Holy shit. No, but my thing is, like, I'm building, like, bro, I'm nest building out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about this, man. It's like, what, you're going to go out and try to get, like, a butterfly and you have no nest? You know what I'm saying? It's like, how long does that work? How long are you going to keep the butterfly for? What, you're just going to grab her out of the sky? Like, she's going to fly away, you know, if you don't have a nest. So, Tyson Fury says, bye. W. Tyson Fury. But yeah, like, in my position, it's way better to just have bitches than, like, girlfriend max. So yeah, man. W stream though. Tyson Hockley, at least I know who to avoid. Bro, I don't know why his whole chat doesn't really fuck with me. But hey, W stream, man, that was good. Would you do any IRL stuff with me if I came to your hometown? Maybe. Where in Canada are you? I don't know. I don't really fuck with like the IRL stuff too much. I only do it if it makes sense and if I really know I'm gonna get content. But if I'm just like walking around and I don't like have like a plan for like content and stuff, then I don't know. Then it just kind of gets repetitive. But yeah, I'm glad that you guys enjoyed that. I think a lot of people enjoyed that, and we definitely got some clips for sure. Yeah, I'll come do some IRL if you want, Tyson. I appreciate it, bro. Manitoba, okay, that's kind of far, bro. Oh. That's low-key kind of far, bro. But yeah, fuck, I hate this whole online thing. I always feel like such a geek on the internet. Like, I don't feel like this is such like I see what Zerka says when he's like, when Zerka's like, this is such like a gay profession. It's kind of like, yeah, it's like what I like talk to like people on the internet. Like, I have like autistic people in my chat. Like, I hate this, bro. Like, this is why it's like, do your thing and then go to the clubs in Miami and have a good time and like live your actual life. Like, especially like chronically online people, like none of this is real. And, like, I love you guys that support me, but it's like, dude, there's so many random people. Tyson set it up. Yeah, I could try to get some with him and Muslim Lantern. That'd be good. Teddy says he's an idiot. Nah, he's not an idiot. Adam Green's smart. I don't agree with everything or even like necessarily most things, but he's definitely no idiot. I'll say that much. But yeah, guys, I appreciate it for watching. You'll be my security. Yeah. Grow to this degenerate phase, bro. I've barely even had a degenerate phase. It's not cringe. Okay, at least let me experience the degen phase though, right? At least let me experience degen phase before I go like full like trad mode. Because otherwise, you're just going to build the shadow like Zerka talks about. Like, if you repress your desire to have bitches and you just, like, do, like, the whole, like, wholesome thing, you're building up a shadow where you're eventually going to cheat on your wife. That's the thing that Zerka would say. Come to Huntington Beach, California. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even need a wingman, though. That's the thing. I appreciate it, Josie. But, no, I've been doing good by myself with it. Like, bro, I'm kind of out here killing it. I'm kind of weighing half maxing. Talk to Suleiman. I've had Suleiman on before. I found him on twice, actually. I've had Suleiman on twice. So I had Suleiman debate that other Jewish guy, and then I just like had like a one-on-one solo podcast. But guys, also go follow me on Kick too. Yeah, I'm really trying to really grow on the Kick, and obviously we're cross streaming to everywhere. So I'll put that link in there if you guys want to go follow the Kick. If you guys want to go Kick, Max. So yeah, yo Matthew, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, guys, click that link in there if you want to come follow me on Kick. Just another platform, you know, just trying to build all the platforms and get all that shit going. So go drop a follow on Kick. It's kind of cool to see like Kick's growing for sure. You know, Kick's growing for sure, and it's a lot easier to kind of get donations. People can just like gift you subs so easily, just like that. So W Kick, if I like in the future, like obviously this is like a big collab stream, so I'll stream on YouTube and stuff. But in the future, like if I don't have that much content or it's more of a chill stream, or if I'm doing like a kind of Kick famous collab, then I'll most likely only be on Kick. I'll just like send everybody there. So you might as well click that link in the chat and go follow me on Kick right now. But yeah. All right, guys. Have a great, blessed rest of your day. I appreciate you all for watching. And go follow me on Kick. Take care, everybody. Like the stream. Yeah, click the like button as well. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next one.